Hello, and a very warm welcome to episode 6 of TPK, the show so named so that if I do accidentally kill all of my players, I can just call it branding. Yes, welcome to the Players' Keep. Speaking of those players, let me introduce you to them now. We have Pete Austin, Dewey Gray, Ben Fenner, Kendall Boardman, and I am...
Bored.
I am merely the Dungeon Master, Jack Fletcher. Merely.
How can you be merely headless?
Just little old me. With that being said, I think we can pretty much head straight in. So let us not keep the players waiting. Let us not keep you waiting. It is time to enter the Players' Keep. In the last chapter of our story, we saw this ragtag bunch of mercenaries and criminals alike head over to the estate of Lady Defana Olagiana, the recently deceased Lady of Dolomus, to investigate the crime scene with the potential of gathering some information that might just lead to the proof that Cricket is, in fact, innocent. You had snuck your way in, and whilst you were there, you were approached by the general of the city, the acting lady of Dolomus, and two individuals who you are not certain of their origins. You gathered some information and watched as one of these individuals cast a spell that allowed you to view Lady Olagiana's last moments before she died. And then you were left inside this completely empty house. And one would think that this would be the easier portion of this particular stealth mission, is walking down the courthouse steps. Unfortunately, with a couple of botched stealth/deception rolls, there was quite the flurry of activity, and the party scattered to the four winds. 3 of the members invisible, making it even harder for them to find each other. It did take them a while to reconvene with each other. However, they managed to do so, and they stealthed their way back to the Stewpot Tavern, where they congregated in, I believe it was Antonia and Willow's room?
Yeah, it was.
And that is where we pick up, as you discuss the events of the hours previous.
So, I've just realised something in this 1 second.
What?
No. I just thought you said that they did something to her throat.
Yeah, she was like,
Okay.
I don't know, more like I don't know, it kind of felt like she was like clasped to it as opposed to try and get someone off.
Just because in with certain abilities like that I and Brand have, you could talk to someone that's dead, so they could just ask her what happened, if they're like clever people, aren't they? So
Yeah, right. Yeah.
you can do that
And that's quite easy to do.
for most people that are quite powerful, yeah, and they are.
Then I'd be.
So why haven't they done so?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If they've not done that, then obviously something stopped it. So if they've done something to her throat to make her not be able to speak,
Even in death?
there's ways that can be done.
What ways?
There's something called silence beyond death.
Silence beyond death.
So they've stopped her from
Why would they do that if they wanted to solve a murder?
I think whoever's killed her doesn't want her talking about it, which makes me think more that this is a professional hit.
You think this was assassination?
Looks that way. It was clever.
Well, how can we prove that? How can we find? This is all very new to me. I'm not used to doing anything after. What's going on? How are we supposed to find out it wasn't me?
Do I know like how you would how you would have to like make that happen?
You don't know how that particular tincture. You don't know how that particular tincture is brewed. You do
Is it
know
like a potion?
it is. You're not sure if it's a poison, a drug, a potion. You just know that there is a substance that you've heard called Silence Beyond Death. It is familiar to clerics because it prevents you talking to the soul after it has departed.
Rip.
What you do know is that it's rare and it is an instrument of usually very high regard assassinations.
I'll basically say that.
See, this is why I stick to stealing things. I can't get angry at inanimate objects the same way I can get angry at stuff like this. How are we supposed to track it? If it's that rare...
But it makes me think, I mean, you're great. You're great.
I feel
But
like...
are they trying to pin this on people? Do they not? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're great
You said that
from
3
what we
times.
know you. But I don't think. Like, they've not found anything like that on you. You don't come across as a high-end assassin.
I mean, I don't really kill much at all, to be honest. The odd fly if it gets in my way, but... So, you said this is rare?
Yeah.
Is
I've
it-
never, like, I've just read about it.
Well, if it's that rare, then maybe we'd be able to track down. If somebody's got it or has it in the city, they'd probably know who they sold it to. It's not something you'd sell every day, right? Or is it too rare to be in a shop?
But I think that surely the Iron Brand know that this is the case.
So you think...
I don't know that they do.
Because they would have tried to speak to her.
That's a very good point, yes. Why wouldn't they make this common knowledge then? I mean, surely.
I don't know whether they know something and they're trying to pin it on people just to sweep it under the carpet, if it's a bigger thing, or...
So you think that Cricket was not only in the wrong place at the wrong time, he was framed?
Well, maybe
It's
the opportunity
maybe.
just fell into their lap.
Or they're trying to keep something quiet, because this is big. I've never...
This is pretty much a disaster.
Well, I think if people as high up as the Iron Brand are trying to hide all this, we need to tread very carefully. I mean, I already know that I'm involved. I don't want to get you guys involved any more than you have to be.
I think we're involved now, Cricket. There's
Well.
no going back.
I suppose Edwin's involved. You might be all right, Siggy.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Edwin.
I mean, I don't think snooping around the higher ups is going to give us anything. Because let's be honest, if people are trying to keep it a secret from anyone, it's going to be the people in power, right? If things are getting leaked anywhere, it's going to be the people that don't matter. Not by my opinion.
Yeah.
Like the people that run this place from the bottom, the workers,
The underworld.
yeah, they're the ones that if anything's getting leaked, it's going to be them. Maybe it's a case of we try and build up some good rapport with those people, and maybe we might get some information about this speak with death. Don't speak with death. Unspeak with death. Speaking of silence with death.
Silence
with
beyond.
Tony.
Give me another one. Just, I'm writing all of these down.
Death with a little bit of pepper.
Pepper makes you not be able to
Spicy.
speak. Silence beyond death.
Silence beyond death.
Silence beyond death.
Perhaps somewhere in this town we could find an underbelly of some sort, a black market maybe.
I know.
Maybe they would know where this silence beyond death comes from.
Who's to say they even got it from here, though?
Yeah, that's true. But surely they would know something, dealing in secrets and lies.
Sure. I'm sure I can try and speak to a few people that know a few people. There must be some dodgy people around.
Can I ask you a question? Is Cricket from this city?
He is not.
Okay, sure.
Ask Cricket.
Ask Cricket, Ziggy.
Yeah, do you want to run that back?
Are you from the city, Cricket?
I am not.
Okay. So none of us are familiar with this city.
No, I've only been here a week or two. This house, we got a tip that the house was supposed to have a lot of fancy stuff in it. I didn't know she was going to be the highest of the high up, you know?
Where did you get the tip from?
Just dodgy people in dodgy places. I can go and try and find.
Little addendum. Your partner will have divulged who you were going to target, but
Yeah.
you trusted them implicitly, and they thought that this would have been an easy job.
Nice, sweet. So I wasn't really the talker. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, my partner is the one that did all the communication around. So
Maybe we should go and talk to him.
I'm sorry, I don't think we can break into a prison. We could
Do
barely
they-
break.
Do they
there
have
would be
visiting hours?
I barely just made it. Well, you guys, I was fine. Barely just made it out of the house. Maybe breaking and entering shouldn't be our next move. I feel like we need to build some trust, not gain some hate.
I'm quite enjoying spending time outside of prison. So
But I'm also concerned about how we make friends in high places, or go and talk to people with two wanted criminals.
Well, I've always found that if you do something nice for someone, their exterior softens and they're quite more likely to let you in and maybe open up to you about stuff. So maybe it's a chance for us to do some good out there and help people that may need it. And then maybe that way we might be able to get some information, or at least get pointed in the right direction of people who may know.
I'm not sure showing our faces to even friendly high up people is the best of ideas right away, though.
Did you guys explain why you're here, that you're escorting Daniela?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What about your friend that you escorted here? Maybe she would know something
About what?
about rumors, grudges held against the Lady Tufana, maybe.
She wasn't from here, was she?
She wasn't from here, and you did ask her about the general lay of the land in Dolomis, and she didn't really know. She kept to herself.
We asked that on the way in. She doesn't really. She just comes here, gets the stuff, and goes. It's not really. But I mean, I know I said it already, but there's people that need. There's jobs available here. Maybe by helping those people, we might find
Yes.
that we gain some trust.
Perhaps maybe if we familiarize ourselves with the city, then yes, we can gain more information that way. It might be a little easier.
Yeah, I mean, would it be worth the two of you speaking to some friendly people and the two of us trying to find some not so friendly people to speak to? See if you can get some information, we can get some information, maybe meet back up.
Yep.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't want to spoil any deals by showing my face to the wrong person right now.
Could I get the picture out of Cricket?
Yes.
Like, is there anything on him that's like a defining feature?
They got a Mo.
As I said before, these posters they are not made by like the greatest artists of the land. You do not sit for portraits. These are basically line drawings that are reprinted. There is definitely a likeness, but it is not necessarily a carbon copy image, and so if you were to try and disguise Cricket, you could make him look like a different frog folk.
I feel like. Do you see what I mean? You see this bit here? And then you've got like this bit. And then if you look at like this bit, if we just put a little bit of that there and a bit of this there, we might be able to take him out and no one would know.
Yeah, you can try it, I guess.
Maybe we could make it work.
Yeah?
You'll be safe to walk around.
But we'd have to do the same for...
Well,
unless
he can,
you wanted to...
I can disguise myself as pretty much anyone, so.
For how long? How many
Roughly
times?
Roughly about an hour at a time.
Because we haven't long rested, and I don't think we will for a long time.
Well, we're somewhere safe
I mean, that's an assumption.
But I mean, because we slept early to get up early, didn't we, the night before? So it's not very
well,
good
maybe
for
we could step out and maybe double check that board and see if there's anything, and then we could come back, rest, and...
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
What is the date are we heading into?
The date or the day?
The date and the day.
The date. So it is the 15th of Bondel.
Cool.
Bondel is the third month in the cycle.
15th of Bondel?
Yes. So,
That's cool.
yeah.
Sweet.
March.
Alright.
March. It's March.
It's in my brain, and it's just, you know. Right, so we can go, what are we looking for?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, you're gonna be the one talking to
Well,
people.
I don't know. My gut is to try and help some people, and maybe we could go find an opportunity for us all to help. And at least then, if you're starting to make friends and you're starting to make friends, you might have people that will vouch for you if things come down like a ton of bricks.
You mean like a job? Like,
Yeah, something like that.
There are a number of ways to gather information in this city, one of which is to go and speak to the people who have already posted job offers on the notice boards. That will give you a direct line, and you might be able to inquire as you do that job. You might want to just rub soldiers? Don't rub the soldiers. They hate it. They're not very friendly, the Iron Guard. Another way is to rub shoulders
Oh, okay.
with tavern goers and try and just pick up information there. Who knows how accurate it'll be. There are a number of ways, as many as you can possibly imagine.
Because there was on the job board, there was the Vanal Hills Mining Company, and then there was the Henshaw Tannery.
Absolutely right. Those were the two that stuck out to you alongside the two wanted posters.
We can go and see if there's
Maybe we
anything
could
new.
Yeah, or yes.
and the lady Olegiana was like in charge of the logging industry, basically.
Yes, from what you gathered, because you spoke to Trey Fondekit, Olegiana owned the, Lady Defana owned the Olegiana Woodworking Guild, and thus the Olegiana Logging Company that supplied the guild with wood.
Maybe it would be prudent to find work within the woodworking guild owned by Lady Olegiana.
I guess if
See if anything's been added.
Rumors to be discovered, see if anyone had any grudges that they wanted to settle. Might be worth checking out.
go have a look then.
Yeah. Well, do you want to go check the board?
Yeah,
Maybe when the sun's up.
yeah, we'll go.
You take a night's rest.
Well, we've
We only
already
woke
had
up
one.
a few hours ago.
Morning,
Shit.
Ray.
Then morning rest.
I reckon I'll have a little
A nap.
A nap.
short rest.
I need a
Yeah.
nap.
Definitely have a short rest. It's going to be a good few hours before you need to.
Maybe we could push through. Maybe we could push through till like 6 and then get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, sure. I am starting to feel a bit itchy. I wouldn't mind taking a little bath.
All right.
Go for it.
if that's possible, have a little splish splash, get myself feeling nice again.
Alright, that's fine. I'm just gonna sit and chill. I've got some things to do, but then...
Sure. One of you able to go downstairs and see if there's anyone who could bring up some water?
Yeah, sure. I'll run down.
Not it.
Oh.
Would you?
Yeah. Sorry, I thought he said got it. No.
Oh no, he said not it.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll run down
Sure thing.
and I'll just ask them to bring up some water.
You head on down. There is nobody downstairs. Make a survival check for me.
Oh, he's right.
Everyone is dead.
The house is on fire.
24.
24. You woke up at roughly 2 a.m. It's been a number of hours, and you can see that the sky outside is just lightning. It is the
Oh, lightning.
lightning. It's just lightning. Just no. It's just lightning. You imagine that dawn is fast approaching. These dawn hours are. You just see that slight paling of this dark blue sky. You reckon it's nearing 6 o'clock in the morning. So there will probably be someone here soon, but there is no one here yet. So you can wait around if you'd like.
I'm just, I'll pull out another piece of paper and I'll just say, can we have some water delivered? And can you knock on Willow and Tony's
Yes.
room when
Wonderful.
you've done that? And I'll leave
Fantastic.
it on the thing.
Yeah, perfect. You head back on upstairs.
Cool. All right. There was no one down there. But I've left a note, and I've got them to knock on my room,
All right.
and so I can come let you know when it's done. Or if you want to stay in here, you can. It's up to you.
We're not doing anything else, are we?
Siggy is asleep in the corner.
We're not doing anything else, are we?
Just don't want them to see you when.
Yeah, no. All right, I'll go.
You could just
No,
lie
no, stay
next
here.
to the
Yeah, stay here.
bed or something so they don't
It's
see
safer
you.
that you're in the room with us, I think.
All right, I'll sit under the bed in case they burst.
Under the bed.
I think Siggy is asleep in a corner with this cloak just covering himself.
Yeah, having a little cat nap, not a problem
Snoring
at all.
very loudly.
So you take a short rest. So
Whilst we're short resting,
Hello.
Willow, because it is the 15th, Willow is going to write a letter
yes,
to her family.
perfect,
And just let them know about Tony, how she's met some friends.
lovely.
They seem really fun. She's not going to mention the crime.
No,
She's not going
Yeah,
to mention the
but
breaking and entering.
no,
But she's having the best time.
lovely.
And Tony's looking after her. And Dalamus is a bit weird. And she misses everyone. Say hi to Kateri and I hope Keely's still doing her stuff and all of that. And she's just going to write that in a little letter. She's going to love it. She'll follow it up, put it in, and she'll post it today.
Amazing. You can go off and find a courier service at some point. Fantastic.
Postbox.
They're on every corner. Is there anyone else doing anything else at this moment whilst you short rest?
Is Siggy sound asleep?
He's asleep. You can wake him if you'd like.
No, I was gonna go and just like pluck a string on his lute and see if it would do anything.
I think he's pretty.
What's your passive perception?
Passive
You are
perception.
you are snoozing. This is not a
Quick question. When we roll hit die, mine says 1d12 plus 3. Is that for each hit die as well?
Yes. So when you are restoring hit points via hit dice, every dice that you roll, add your Constitution modifier to that, and you can roll them a dice at a time.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm back up to, but not bad. My passive perception,
Yes.
12.
Yeah, I'd say lightly snoozing with a passive perception of 12. You wake up at the
Leave the load alone. Leave the load alone.
All right. I'm not gonna wait.
What do you want?
Oh, you were awake?
Yeah.
Oh, I just
You
wanted.
play with my loot.
What?
Just whip me up.
I don't know. I just wanted to see what it would do if I gave it a plinky plonk.
By all means.
I didn't think you'd let me. That's why I didn't ask.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's quite enough of that. I'm just gonna quickly retune it. No.
Maybe
Maybe we work on that.
maybe the panpipes more my thing.
And do the panpipes.
Give me a performance
Gentle,
check.
gentle blow.
Diddle diddle do.
20.
Oh! 16 plus 0
Not
is
bad.
16.
Not bad. For a beginner, it's you don't necessarily play a melodic tune. However, you get some very clear notes out of the panpipes, and you show some promise with the panpipes.
Very good.
Whatever Pete is doing right now, it sounds better than that.
Wow!
Very good. Very good.
It's really
Great,
great.
you sound great.
Thanks.
Maybe you should keep them. You could give them to him, right? That's not my opinion, sorry.
You hold on to those for now.
Oh.
Do you not need them?
Not particularly.
Well, if you need them in a pinch, I'll throw them back to you.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna, with the biggest smile on my face, scurry under the bed, and just every now and then you'll hear. Right.
Fantastic. You have a set of panpipes.
I'm gonna have to take them off my mini for somehow.
Stick them on cricket.
Anything else for anything else? After a little while, you see a slightly sleepy-eyed Trayfon knock at your door. You open it. He is there, and he informs you that the washroom has been filled with hot water.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Waves a sleepy wave to you.
I know the feeling.
Heads back on downstairs.
Under my bed. Bath time.
What?
Bath time.
Oh, does anyone want a drink? Before I jump in. Pull that face.
I'm okay.
You all right?
I am fine, thank you.
You all right? What's it, in a basin, did you say?
The washroom down the corridors where you were last time. The bath has been filled.
Sweet, okay, that's why I was asking if anyone wanted a drink, if it had been carried on.
No.
I'm gonna go and jump in the bath.
Yeah, you do so, and you rehydrate yourself for this day.
Shall we go do our thing?
You can see outside at this point now, the horizon has been splashed with beautiful yellows and oranges. The clouds are dappled with pink as the sun rises up. Rises in the east. What's east? Not the mountains. Over the hills, so you can look out and see this sun cresting over the horizon.
Look at that. Morning. New day, new opportunities. I love it.
I'm still very tired.
That's fine.
I mean, you guys can stay here and chill if you want for a bit. We're
No.
gonna go look at the
We're
board.
not splitting the party again.
Well,
never again.
You guys are wanted.
I'm still in the
We're
bath.
gonna go get something to
That's why
disguise you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will continue to nap.
And then we'll quickly run out.
Yeah. We're going to the jobs
We'll go to
board.
the jobs board, see what there is, and then we'll maybe, I don't know, find a makeup shop.
Disguise shop.
Yeah, where's the nearest?
I've got a disguise kit.
What?
I've got a disguise kit.
Oh, you say
you're
that?
fine then.
I didn't say it, but I've got one, sorry.
You go. We're just heading out to grab a disguise kit.
I'm like asleep under the water.
Cricket!
We're just heading out to look at the job board, and then we'll be back. We're gonna maybe try and find something to disguise you as well.
Oh, well, why don't you try my disguise kit?
That's great. Love that. See you later.
Perfect,
Bye.
see you.
And that is the last bit of metagaming that will ever be allowed at this table. But fair play, well done. You head on out to look at the job board. Yeah, we do. The air as you enter out into this morning is as cold as the night before. You can feel there's a bit of a chill picking up, and as you look, clouds are starting to move in, foreboding perhaps the chance of less fair weather. You go ahead and you look at the job board. Nothing as much has changed. You only arrived yesterday, so not a lot has gone on. This particular board, there is still a wanted poster for both cricket and
And
singing.
they replaced them.
For this particular one, did you tear them off the one?
yeah, I think
You've been tearing them off as you go.
Was this the same board that we
Yeah.
first went to with Edwin? And when we met Cricket?
No, that was a ways away from,
Oh.
because that was in one of the southern districts, and you are now in the Loggers district, I believe, if I remember correctly, which is over to the west side of the city.
So we haven't looked at this board then.
No,
No.
but there is
Just
the same
Same.
Okay.
the same notifications. There is someone like general jobs that are always posted is like moving crates in warehouses and things
That one.
like that. You also see that the owner of the Vanal Hill, the Vanal Mining Company, is looking for mercenaries, and the Herschel Tannery job is on this one as well as the wanted posters.
Does it have like a time frame on it?
Say again, sorry.
Do either of them have like a time?
No, both the Vanal Hills job and the tannery job just say to report to those places.
Is it Tannery?
What do you think that'll be doing?
I don't know.
Because it's not going to be like the stuff we usually do. We're not going to be like
What?
giving like pet therapy.
You can ask if you want to know where these places are. You can ask somebody.
I know, but maybe there's pets there that we can therapize. That's a word. I made it up. It's
Yeah,
canon. It's in the Dolomus dictionary.
Sure, I guess. I'm just, I don't know. We can see what they want, but yeah.
All right.
Which one do you want?
I'm gonna pull the tannery off.
Tannery.
Decision made.
Yeah. Okay. Are you looking for the tannery, or are you looking for a place to?
Is there like a nearby person?
You can go and look for one. You walk down the road a little ways and you search for somebody. Make me an investigation check to see how long it takes.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Oh, yeah. Within a matter of minutes, you turn a couple of streets, heading back towards the tavern, and immediately you see someone. They are setting up shop for the day. They have opened up their windows and they are setting out a tray of one more time. Freshly baked bread on the window.
Morning.
Well, good morning.
Hi.
Hello there.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
That's a great accent.
Thank you so much. Not so bad yourself.
Well, thank you. My name's Willow. It's nice to meet you. What's your name?
Bethany.
Bethany. Nice to meet you. This is Tony. Antonia.
Tony, pleasure to
Hi.
meet you.
Yeah, that's Tony. We're looking for work, and we found this thing about a tannery. Is that nearby, or?
Well, yes, it's just on the outskirts of the city. If you head to the western gate, you're sure to find it. You'll probably smell it first, I'm sure, but it's not too far away, just outside of the walls there.
Okay, great. That's great. That's great. That's great.
Yep.
Outside the walls.
Outside the walls.
Yeah, that's great. We love outside the
Great.
walls.
Well, I mean, I can't say I care for it much myself. I'm much more of a city gal, but by all means, do you travel a lot?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've not stopped.
Where have you come from?
Tony?
Where have we come from?
We came from a wonderful place called
Dagenham.
Ergen.
Huh?
Ergen?
Jorgen.
Jorgen. We came from Jorgen.
We came from Oregon.
Oh, Jorgen, I know. That's that place down south, yeah?
Mm.
That's a mighty long way.
We're just exploring.
Yeah,
My goodness.
seeing what life has to offer.
You must be able to take care of yourselves.
Well, we can sort out a dog and make sure they're okay.
I beg your pardon?
Very specialist trick.
We can chat to dogs and
No.
make sure that their emotions are okay.
I'm crying.
Oh,
Not, yeah.
So
I understand there might have been an innuendo slipped in there,
no,
which was not meant.
it's all right. I got mighty confused by what you said there for a moment, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Anyway, can I help with anything else at all? I gotta get on with.
Bread. You sell bread?
I do.
I'll buy bread. What bread do you have?
What you see here.
What do I see?
yeah, that one.
They're awesome. There are some freshly baked loaves, and there are some smaller, what look to be rolls, circular rolls as well. So,
Okay, you have great rolls.
how many would you like? Dean?
7.
I feel like that's
7.
Yeah,
places.
please.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Have some. We got paid.
Did we?
Yeah, we got paid 20 gold.
Oh, we did.
How much would that be?
That's 4 copper, Dean.
Can I give him 4 gold?
Oh my.
Thank you so much. Let's go, Tony, now.
Yours. Goodbye.
She's like bright red.
And you just leave this poor woman with the strangest encounter and 4 gold in her
I'm gonna
hand.
say she's not poor anymore. She's
No, absolutely not.
Bread Bethany.
That is her name.
That just got worse and worse and worse. I don't know.
That was like how
I
I
got
talk
thrown
to
by her
people.
accent.
That was like what I do.
I know.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
You're good at talking
I
to
don't
people.
know. I made out like, here you go. There's some
It's-
rolls.
I mean, it looks nice.
Can I have one?
Sure, yep.
Okay, let's get back to
They
the
taste
guy.
delicious. They are that perfect temperature of hot out the oven, but just cool enough to eat.
That's a fucking good roll.
Maybe you did need a nap. Like,
It's
what?
been a long day.
Okay, let's go back.
All right, and then on the way back, I'll quickly dot into a post office.
You give me another investigation check. Can
Can I look as well or help?
courier services
Post office.
require specialist messengers to go out into the wilderness. They are not commonplace.
Because can I help?
Yes, by all means.
12.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah.
12. It takes you better part of half an hour, and you ask a couple more people. You don't scare these nearly as much as you do Bethany. But you eventually find a courier service.
Cool. I'll just be like, just wait here. I'll be back in 2 seconds, and I'll run over. And
Yeah, okay. So you head on in, and behind the desk there is a gentleman, sort of long, slightly greying beard, slicked over thinning hair, wearing very basic clothing, slight wrinkles on his tan skin.
Hi.
Morning.
Hi there.
What can I do you?
I just wanna I'll just check. I just wanna post this. That's okay.
Yeah, whereabouts are you sending this?
To the address that's on the envelope. It's
What address have you written?
the one that we discussed.
Right, okay.
Everyone's being so cagey.
Don't actually know.
Inside check.
That's a long way.
That's alright.
Okay.
You just spent 4 gold on bread.
Gets out a little ledger. It'll be about 2 gold, 5 silver.
For a stamp.
Thank you very much.
Extortionate.
It's only 4 goals for 7 loaves of bread.
7 rolls of bread, not loaves of bread.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh,
thought we were
that's what I was.
There were rolls and there were loaves.
I thought that's what I was. That's what I was laughing so hard because I thought she put 7
7
loaves
loaves
of
of
bread.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Good day.
Bye. No, right. Oh, done. Let's go.
Okay.
Back to the tavern.
The bread.
All of the bread. You return laden with loaves to give to your friend.
Rolls.
Rolls so in this mood. Thank you for keeping me honest.
Oh, I've got you.
And Cricket, by this point, you are well and truly done with your bath. You go back into Willow's room. Siggy, I assume, is still catnapping. And
Not for long.
after not too much time has passed, Willow and Tony re-enter.
We're on a roll.
Do I give negative
Bye.
inspiration?
Jack, I
Bye.
quit.
No.
I got some bread. Here you go.
You get bread.
And there's a job for a tannery outside of the city.
Can we
Let's
please
not.
keep it down?
Oh, he's a morning person.
A tannery is a tannery is a place where leather is tanned.
Well, leather is done.
Its animal hide is turned into leather.
Oh, wow, okay.
Did y'all not know that?
No, Kendall didn't know,
Oh.
Gotcha.
which is probably more embarrassing.
Yeah, it's outside of town. And it'll pay us.
What's the job?
I don't know.
We need to go and check.
It says
We're
check
hoping
in with them.
that it's what we usually do.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe we need to like, oh, this is dark.
Oh no!
Help the animals that are about to be slaughtered. Oh God.
I'm like the opposite of that.
Hope you
You're
got a
just gonna
sharp
have
knife.
to coach them through it.
While it's happening.
Seems like that.
Okay. All right. But yeah, are you up for it? We can get out of the city for a day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we need to chill and rest. But
I can only disguise myself for a short amount of time, though. So.
Cricket has a disguise.
I gotta
Oh.
right here.
Can you use
Exactly
that
where
on
you
both of
pointed.
you? Can you use that on both of you?
Yeah, I got loads of face paint.
Less effective, but longer lasting than magic, I suppose.
Sure.
Maybe we should use it on Ziggy first, so as not to moisten the sponges with your poison.
Do you have 2 beauty blenders or 1?
I got a sponge and
Ye
how's
old
your
beauty
console?
blender.
beauty blenders. You know those weird ones that look like teardrops. You know they.
How's your contour?
My God, you know what? Well, why don't we find out?
To be
Right.
fair, I think Siggy knows a thing or two about makeup anyway, because he wears like
performer.
black coal around his eyes. Yeah.
Well, do you want to do me and I'll do you, or
What are we going out today?
let's get a move on?
Well, I could do with resting.
I mean, we
Same.
used a lot of spells last night.
Turning you invisible isn't a free. I don't have that for free.
Forgive me, I didn't realize how selfish I was being. All right.
No, it's okay. Just like making sure that we're not seen. That costs me things that are way above what I understand. And sometimes I need to rest to allow myself to do those things once again.
All right. Well, I can just practice my panpipes all day.
Well, what we could do is like,
Cast deafness on myself.
if you wanted to do the information gathering thing today, so we don't have to use that much, and then go to the job tomorrow.
Of course, that sounds like a great.
Isn't that why we're doing a job to get trust for
Oh, I
information?
just thought if you guys wanted to go speak to the shady people.
I don't mind. We can
I don't
do
know,
that, or we
just
can
thinking,
take it easy
or we
for a day.
can, yeah, lay low.
I'm quite
There's been
happy
a lot
and
of
enjoy
commotion.
Maybe
That's
we could.
true.
Yeah, maybe we could lay low today.
Lots of
Just let
I
it
think
pass
we lay
by.
low today. Maybe towards the evening we can
What
investigate.
what time could we sleep today?
It would be a good few hours before you need.
Yeah.
Maybe we could try and push it as late
Yeah,
as possible
try
and
and-
have like a proper night's sleep.
Yeah.
Get up early tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
and head
let's
to this.
do that.
Yeah, you can do so.
Sure.
Let's have a
So you're
rest
just
day.
hanging around the tavern for today.
I could do with getting some more arrows. I lost half of them in the sewer.
Do you want me to run out and grab them for you?
Well, unless we want to practice with the disguise kit and see how well it goes.
How many times
Or you
can
can
you
go.
use that? Is there a limit or no?
There will be a limit to the materials that you use. Let's say, for the purposes of this, you've got 5 uses, after which you will need to go and find a beauty vendor to stock up on materials.
Sure. Or we can go, or if you want to go for me, I don't mind.
Or like, I mean, I can still make people invisible for a little bit, maybe.
I think so. What are our
Well, no.
choices here now? So we can either rest all day, have a good long sleep, and then get up in the morning and do the tannery job.
I think that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. Anyway, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
in that case, I'm going to use this time to practice like disguising myself, making myself look a bit different.
Wonderful.
Maybe I can put some hair dye on.
It's just whether he wants to get some arrows, because that was what you were asking, wasn't it?
I've got 8 left.
Could I run out? Do you want me to just run out and grab you some?
Sure. I also don't have any money. They took it all off me.
So I got it. You're fine.
You just spent 4 gold on 7 rolls.
There was a reason I made that woman think some horrible things.
You? Okay. What? Anyway, go.
Actually, if you are heading out, should you happen to pass a milliner's, can you grab me a hat of some kind?
In unison! Holy crap, it was like looking at the Chuckle Brothers.
I'm just gonna get
And
you.
to anyone out there who doesn't know, search the Chuckle Brothers, they're great.
Oh,
love Chuckle
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Milliners, this is what they make hats, right?
I didn't know.
Do you know what? I'd never heard of the name before.
Milliners?
Milliners? I think you might be right.
No idea.
I'm on Google. Other side.
Yeah, they're hatters. A millinery, hat making, yes.
Oh, you want a hat?
If you pass a Mad Hatter, grab me a hat.
Why?
Because I don't want to dye my hair, but I need to hide my hair.
Is your hair like
It's
Your
fantastic.
mane.
Yeah, no, Siggy's hair is like a fucking mane of beautiful blonde
is that what
curls.
people know you by your hair?
Yeah, so he's yes. So a lot of my fans.
Wow.
I don't like using the word, but a lot of my fans call me Golden Tongue on account of my golden pipes and golden hair. So that's
Cool, so a hat
it's
then.
very distinct.
All right, so we need arrows and a hat.
Sure. I'll come with you.
All right, we'll go back out and
Hopefully
we'll
see
find
Bethany,
some
you know.
arrows and a hat.
Make me an investigation check.
What's your investigation?
Probably +1. I don't know though. Yeah, +1.
Okay,
Well,
you're
I
gonna
can
help
roll
me?
this time.
Oh, do you want to
yeah.
roll this
It's
time?
up to
You can
you.
roll. You want to roll your dice?
Um,
Or do you want me to? It's up to you. You decide. 3, 2, 1.
I'll be like, we're doing so well.
Okay,
Looking around, I'll guide us.
Oh, you're gonna guide us me as well. Great.
I don't know why. There's no point, but Jack's like, what monster is in
Woo.
the street?
What am I gonna use to kill these chuckle fucks with?
I rolled a 20. I rolled a 24.
Oh,
24.
Yes.
close the book, Jack.
Okay. Without too much trouble, in this particular district, you do manage to find a Fletcher, and
There he is.
It's you!
that's where my name comes from.
Oh.
You do manage to find a Fletcher. It is a gold for 20 arrows.
Okay, I'll just buy that.
Yep, wonderful. Not a problem at all. You do need to go to a different district to find a milliner.
I need to know what the Fletcher's shop is called, though.
Fletcher's.
Fletcher's Fletching.
It's not called Fletcher's. I wish I could say that it was called Fletcher's.
But it's called
Fletcher's.
Fletcher's Jack of all trades.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Thank you.
It's literally just called Simmons Arrows.
Okay, fair.
Sorry. Maybe one day you'll find a Fletcher's, but this particular establishment is just called Simmons Arrows.
Simmons Arrows.
I think we should buy him a really stupid hat.
Yes.
I'm trying to be undercover. Please don't make it
Really
ostentatious.
stupid hat that has like
You're not.
like bananas on or something.
All right. He seems like a
Just an
banana
alternative
kind of guy.
Fruit salad on my head.
All right. Fruit salad on the head. It is.
You know, I thought
I am not Carmen
Scooby-Doo
Miranda,
hat, you know,
okay.
that he wears when he's in disguise.
From the movie. Yeah, amazing.
I refuse to be Carmen Miranda. This is not okay.
We'll find the hat shop.
Yeah.
Okay, with that investigation check, it doesn't take you too much time. You do have to go to one of the other districts that are more towards the center of the city, but you manage to find one that is not in the guild or in a district, thankfully. What kind of hat are you looking
A silly one!
at? A silly one.
Something that's practical yet fashionable.
Something that helps
And
me
has
blend
bananas
in.
on it.
And yet stand out.
No.
Are you looking for a top hat, a bowler,
I think we should go for like a little beret
a beret?
Beret.
that
You
can
go for a
like.
beret?
Oh, it has to be more fun. A big hat.
I was gonna go for like a beret.
Kendall is out here going, no, fuck this guy.
I was taking your. We're gonna
If you
get
guys
like a
buy me a
beret,
fedora, I will
and
never
then it
forgive
could
you.
be like a little banana, just like on the
Sure.
top, just like chaiselonging on the.
I will remind you, I am an undercover criminal. I cannot draw
You can
attention.
put your hair in the hat.
Or maybe something bigger then.
We'll see. What is? I'm gonna. Is there a person?
I just want a skull
Or
hat.
is there a pirate
What is
hat?
happening over on this table? You are
We've
losing.
had
A pirate
sweets.
hat. Should we get a pirate hat with a banana?
No, I'm gonna ask.
Are you talking about like a bicorn or a tricorn?
A
I
pirate
just
hat.
wanna. Let's just see. Hello.
I just want a Baker Boy hat.
Yes, hello.
What is the biggest hat that you have?
You enter on into the millinery and you see all sorts of hats on hat stands, and floating around the room is this very elegant-looking half-elf, a flow of silvery blonde hair, a slight bluish tint to the skin, in a very light candy floss pink dress that flows all the way down. Slight bustles on the sleeves and frills around.
What was the shop called? Did we see the shop's name?
You didn't see the shop's name, no.
Cool.
You just walked in.
Hat. Yes.
Called Bootsy.
Hat. Yes, may I help you?
Yeah. What is the biggest hat that you have? Oh, fuck's sake.
How do you mean? As in for a particularly large-sized head, or
maybe
are you
not,
looking for
because-
a hat that is particularly large?
We need it to contain a lot of things. Like,
Okay,
Both. So,
right.
like, to cover, yeah, and a
and
big
hair.
hat.
So you're looking for a wide-brimmed hat.
But no, but also can keep like, you know, I have a lot of hair. You see this long flowing locks?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like to, like, keep it
you're
up.
keeping your hair up in a bun, so you need it
Yeah,
to
and
facilitate
also
a
make a
bun.
statement
Yeah.
on top.
Yes, of course. No.
Practical, yet
I
fashionable.
think that I might be able to assist you. Would this be something towards your style? And she takes down a wide-brimmed hat. The brim is curved at one edge, and there is a beautiful ribbon on it as well. It's of a sort of grace material with a dark blue ribbon to it. She presents this to you. Would this be to your liking?
Yeah, great.
Yes?
Yeah, great.
Marvelous.
Perfect.
Would you like to wear it out today, or shall I package it for you?
Could you package it in a hat
Absolutely,
box?
yes, but of course. She goes over and spends a little bit of time packaging away this lovely cartwheel hat into
How
a
much
box.
is that going to be, sorry, madam?
So this will be 10 gold.
Oh my god.
We could, no, listen, because we could just say, this was the only hat
Yeah,
they
exactly.
had.
He doesn't need to know.
He give me the money.
Right, yeah. Okay, so we'll split 5 gold each for now.
Sure.
Because I've bought a lot of bread today.
You have. Here is the money.
Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
5 gold.
Well, kind of be much.
When Jack used the word chuckle fox, I didn't realize how correct he was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm all right at reading people from time to time. You present her with the gold. She does a slight curtsy in gratitude and hands you over this very large box.
I know I'm not there, but what kind of hat is she wearing?
She's not wearing a hat.
In a hat shop.
She's inside.
Fair, fair.
That's damn correct.
Thank
We'll
you.
make up- we'll be
This is
back.
gonna, yep, great hat.
Have a wonderful day. And you head on out.
I do a little before I leave.
She returns with a gracious nod.
I'm very intimidated. No.
And then we'll head back to the room.
Head on back
What
to
was the hat shop called?
it was called Anastasia's Headwear.
Anastasia's Headwear. The
Wow.
finest in all of Dol-
I'm guessing that was Anastasia.
I'm writing all these down.
I can't wait for this.
All right, let's go back and show.
Let's
Ziggy,
go.
Wonderful. You head on back to the Stew Pot Tavern, laden with arrows and a bespoke headpiece.
Ziggisman, we've been shopping.
You're gonna love this.
I'm gonna put on Edwin's voice and just go, who the fuck is Sigismund?
Well, oh god, this might cheer him up. Here you go.
They got you a
I
present.
cracked the door ever so just like, oh, it's fucking you chuckle fucks, come on. Get in here.
We couldn't find many hat places. This was the only place we could find.
And it was
It was 10 gold.
10 gold, so we're
Thank
gonna
you.
need that back.
Don't have 10 gold.
You owe us 10 gold.
Thought you called.
How much did you spend? Can
10
gold.
gold.
Let me see.
With
I'm not fucking wearing that.
why?
I said a hat, not a fucking
is.
statement. I said a skull cap would have been fine. But what is this? This
The
is
hat.
It's
it's
the
enormous.
I must
hat
say, it's very
in
high
all of
quality.
Dolomis.
It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but it's enormous.
We
To fit all of your hair in.
yeah.
Your
I
your
can't
hair.
fly under the radar in
We'll
these.
get you a dress to match it then.
Can I at least take the ribbon off?
The ribbon's the best part.
The ribbon was probably why it was 10 gold.
Okay, I'm put my hair up in like a bun just to kind of keep it in place. I'll put the hat on.
Does he look good?
You look so beautiful.
I'll let Sigismund decide how good he looks.
I can't wait.
How do you feel? Hey, you only look as good as you feel.
I'm furious.
Yeah, he doesn't look great.
How do I look?
I think you look great.
Really, really beautiful,
Although-
Sigismund.
You know, it matches your personality.
Uh-huh.
Bold,
Yeah.
reckless.
It fits all of your beautiful hair that will tell everyone who you are.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Tony loved
Fine.
it. Well,
I
I
don't
think it's great.
really have much of a choice, and I'll just busy myself with the disguise kit. Maybe I will rub some dye into my beard so that it's a little less golden, a little more like if there's like a dark.
Yeah, there's sort of like a leather brown sort of color that you can rub into the beard.
Cool.
That does a good job.
Yeah.
So you start playing the disguise kit. If you could make me a performance check, please.
Okay. No, it's cocked. Oh. I think I have a +3 to performance. So that makes it a 21.
21.
Yes.
After a little bit of time, though the outfit is slightly confusing, but only slightly, you see that Sigismund has done a fairly good job of making themselves look a lot different. The hair color is completely different. With the hair tied up as well, it makes a massive change. They have darkened underneath their eyes to make them look a little bit more haggard, and sort of darken the cheeks as well to make them look a little bit more sallow in the face.
kind of looking gothic camp.
Not so far as gothic
You
camp,
know that? Yeah.
but a little bit more haggard and run down.
And I am gonna rip the ribbon off the hat. Sorry, I can't cope with that.
You
I will
take
give
6
the
points of
money
psychic
back.
damage.
I will give you the money back as soon as I can.
Give me the ribbon.
I'm gonna cast the ribbons.
I'm gonna put it in your hair.
Don't have that on my mini or my artwork, but okay.
It's a new edition.
I
Yes.
just need to look a little
What
bit
colour's
more
the ribbon?
nondescript.
Blue.
It was sort of like a deep
It probably
blue.
goes with my outfit.
You
more.
have it. It makes you look
Well, I
better.
don't think I.
Tie a bow around your neck.
What? Oh, jeez, fuck. He's up a bit.
Silence beyond death. It's Willow.
Incredible.
I am gonna, because he wears like a sleeveless shirt and a sleeveless waistcoat,
But not a ribbon on his hat.
but no ribbon on the hat. So, just trying to think of ways I can be a little less a little more nondescript. I'll just wear the shirt, and if there's any kind of flesh-colored paints in the disguise kit, I'm going to try and cover my tattoos as well.
Yes, you can do so.
Yeah, because he has like huge like bands of dark black around
Yeah,
his forehead.
with a roll of 23, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can.
21.
21. You can cover the tattoos.
Yes. Okay.
Fantastic. A pretty successful disguise.
Dope.
Anybody doing anything else at this point in time?
I've been playing with my new panpipes literally non-stop, much to the annoyance of Siggy, which probably didn't help when these guys came in with a hat, because I've just been winding you up.
Give me another performance.
Have I got any better? Have I improved my
I have been.
It's going to take you a while, but you are practicing this.
12?
12. You're still playing around with the notes. There's no real change in your performance. You're kind of just getting familiar with the instrument, making sure that those notes are coming clear and consistent. But, you are getting familiar with it. As I said, it will take you a while, but you're well on your way to becoming proficient with the panpipes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me. That's all I've been up to.
Wonderful. Anything else, guys?
I'm just gonna be like reading all day.
Wonderful. So what is the plan? Are you just waiting
To rest.
to rest? We will skip through the day then.
How many arrows, sorry, am I?
20.
You
Oh,
got
20.
20 arrows. If everybody could subtract, let's say, a gold for food, lodging, etc., etc.
As if we just spent 10 gold on that hat for you and you don't even have the money to give us back.
Well, I have 9 gold.
Well, I'm gonna. Siggy owes me.
I can give you 8 gold for now.
I have no money. It was all stolen.
We'll sort it out later.
You owe us full lodgings.
I will dig around in my belongings and I will give you 8 gold.
No, it's okay.
I insist, please. It is It is a beautiful hat.
8 gold and a ribbon.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's not like ridiculously garish, is
4
it?
gold for you.
By your description, it was just a bit more flouncy than.
It's big, it's flouncy, it is not garish.
No, so it's not like we've come back with.
You've not come back with a
Fruit
fruit
basket,
salad.
yeah.
I give you the 4 of the gold that he gave.
Oh, thank you.
Can't wait for someone to draw that.
I know, me too.
Just a stormy-faced Siggy.
Oh, one other thing. I will undo the braids from my beard.
Yes.
Make sure to keep the beads very safe somewhere.
Okay, piece of knowledge that you will actually know. Both dwarven females and dwarven males have the capacity to grow beards. The way that they decorate them is actually the dimorphic characteristic. Males tend towards, but are not limited to, as you yourself know, larger, thicker beards with some adornments. Females do tend to do more elaborate plaits with jewelry and things like that, so you usually see dwarven women with like plaits hanging down and being entwined back up and stuff like that, so there is a bit more artistry to a female dwarven beard. So if you wanted to emulate something like that with the hat, because it is slightly more feminine, you could do so, or if you wanted to just take it out and look nondescript, you can.
I don't know if Siggy's got enough beard to do that.
This is true, he's not got a
He
lot.
tends to keep it short apart from these long plaits.
Yes.
So, yeah, maybe if I leave it.
Yeah, you'll leave it, that's absolutely fine. I just wanted to double check that you knew that. Just
No,
in case you...
I'll leave them. I'll leave the braids.
That was informing your decision. Not a problem at all. The day passes by. Yes, by all
Could I
means.
use? I've got my herbalism kit.
Yes.
Could I use the day to create anything with that herbalism kit? I'm proficient. with it.
I will say that you have got some herbs. A lot. You've been traveling for 3 months. You definitely will have collected some. What are you trying to attempt to make?
Maybe some sort of thing to help if someone gets slashed by.
Yeah, you can make a healing poultice with a healer's. What is it? Sorry.
I could do a potion of healing.
A potion of healing. Yeah, basically you can make.
I could
How many?
also
If
do
if I did that today,
We'll see how well you go. Give me an intelligence check with your proficiency.
oh man,
Oh, I will say you can use your wisdom. This is a herbalism kit
with my proficiency,
with your proficiency.
16.
16. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Let's see. Not got out my dice. Terrible.
Oh gosh.
I'll just use these for now. We will see how many you get. 3
3.
Nice.
for the day.
That's great.
I will say most of your herbs are expended.
That's fine.
I have a hit one, so it's working.
Hey, Tony, you're off the hook for healing.
Woo! Woo!
Anything else? Any more for any more?
So should just be that.
Yeah. Beautiful folio. Look at that.
Oh. Yeah. Fine.
Particularly love that pestle more. That was a beautiful touch.
Is this like for before we rest?
Yes.
No. The only thing Tony will do is obviously just have a little meditate before bed. She always does, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That is all.
Make me a religion check.
Oh lordy. Oh no. 16.
16.
Oh no.
As you meditate, there is something that just brushes past your consciousness. You've felt this before. It is not the full-on conversations that you have had previously. It is almost the precursor to. There is an air of anticipation, almost, or expectation. You feel like you could predict a coming conversation.
Okay.
But this night, You just feel accompanied.
Is all of this action within the course of a long rest?
No, this is before the long rest.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah.
You only get 2 hours of light activity during a long rest. The rest is sleeping, which is 6 hours.
In
Are
that
you-
case,
Are you guys back in your room, or you?
I was about to leave to my to
okay.
go to my room. Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna nip across to Edwin's room, alone, if you don't mind, for a moment. And I'm going to sit cross-legged on the floor, fists together, clutching onto my wolf's tooth necklace, and just commune with the ancestors for a second. And I'm going to decide my bardic tales for the day.
Yes, they will expire at a long rest, will they not?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
will
I
you
can-
want
I
to do
can
this
choose
after?
meals. Yeah. So if I'm as part of a long, basically as part.
Yes,
of the
we're getting to the long rest for sure. So when we get to the long rest, absolutely. Is there anything else that anybody needs to take care of before the long rest?
No, I was just kind of on the back of that because
Yeah.
I didn't know if who was in the room when she was meditating, but you'll kind of probably just see her have a little smile on her face, at like feeling that. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing in this? Are you still making your stuff?
Yeah, she's black.
Okay. That's so funny. Like, hello. Cool. I'm probably just look. Like pleased
Yeah.
as she gets ready for bed.
Committing. I love it.
Love it.
Anything else before the long rest? All good? The evening draws in. Sky darkens. Heavy cloud cover is starting to block out most of the moons and stars in the skies above Ilthansia. And you take your long rest. You manage to commune with the spirits as part of this long rest. So if you would like to do that meditation now, you can do so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to my wolf's tooth necklace, just commune with the ancestors for a second. And if anyone were watching, Siggy's kind of got undressed for bed. Not completely naked, but like he's taken his shirt off, and across his back are tattoos of numerous faces and people, his ancestors, basically, people of note to the clan. And as he communes with them, the eyes of these portraits just kind of light up ever so faintly blue, as do the remainder of his tattoos as well, as he beseeches them for aid.
Wonderful.
Might spend half an hour of like the last 20 minutes of sunlight. Go up on the roof. If I can look towards ish where the prison is, do I know any general direction?
From where you are, you wouldn't be able to see, but make me a perception check at disadvantage. It's far away and there are a lot of buildings.
22.
22.
Was that disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
18.
18's still pretty good. You look out across the city. This undulating sea of slate and tile frozen in time. These protrusions of temples, guild halls. There's a plethora of architecture here. You think you can pick out the general direction of the prison, but you're not certain you can see it from here. But nevertheless, you look out in the general direction that you know it is, and you just send out your thoughts.
I take my bow up as well. I'll just kind of, like, not even consciously, but just kind of play with the feather that's on the top.
You do so, and your thoughts drift to your partner, who, at this point in time, is lost to the wind. You'll take your long rest. And after that long rest, seeing as you succeeded in surviving Lady Defana's estate and gathered a bit of information and have come back to rest, you are now all level 6.
Come on.
We'll do the level up in the break, and we will be back in just a moment for you guys to see what new toys you get to play with. We'll be back in a couple of moments.
Yes!
Okay, so we are in the break. We are doing our level 6 level up. We'll start with Pete. Roll. What do you want to declare what level you are taking, or do you want to what class you're leveling up in? Or?
I was a rogue, and I will continue to be a rogue.
Wonderful. Roll your hit dice. Let's see what you get.
Do you have any rules?
Do you have any rules?
Reroll ones.
Reroll once.
Reroll ones.
Jeez.
Once or ones?
Ones.
It's a 3.
Ooh, but it's better than a 1.
It is.
So
Plus your constitution, and then add that to your total. Make sure that you add 1 to your total hit dice pool as well.
Yes.
And you are getting expertise as a level 6 rogue. What have you taken it in?
I've taken it in the tools, lads, and I've taken it in insight as well.
Ah, great. Wonderful. Dewi.
yes, I will be taking a level in barbarian.
Wonderful. Which I do believe means that you get your primal path now.
I do.
Would you like to declare that, or do you want to leave that as a little bit of a secret?
I'll leave it as a little secret.
Wonderful. Fantastic stuff. Roll your hit dice.
Secret.
So it's a D12.
That's me.
Ooh, baby, that's a 9.
Nice.
3 constitution.
So that's 12.
9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah. Bad at counting.
Add that to your total. Make sure you up 1 on your hit pool, and you now get. I'm not going to say because you've kept it a secret. Wonderful. Willow.
This is for my druid queen.
Oh, love it.
4. I'll take
4. Very nice. Add your constitution.
Yeah, take
What
it
do you
for
get at
me.
level 6 as a druid?
Some stuff you'll find out when you watch.
Amazing. And lastly, but by no means leastly,
I'm on 60.
Tony. What level are you taking in?
Just the simple cleric.
Just the simple cleric. I'm just a
just
simple
normal
cleric.
Just a normal
Roll
cleric.
that hit dice.
Just innocent cleric. 5!
Let's
I
go.
love to see it.
I was expecting a 1, so thank you.
Add your constitution, up your hit dice pool by
It's
1,
2, so 7.
and you gain access to level 3 spells now,
No,
I
we
believe.
had that already.
Have we also taken
had that
level
already.
rest? Yes.
That's level 5.
Oh, is that level
I
5?
get something fun, but you'll see when
Yes,
I
of
use
course.
it.
Wonderful. Fantastic.
Also taken a long rest, yes.
You have taken a long rest, yes. So you can restock and everything. Okay, I believe that is our level up done. Join us for the second half of episode 6 to find out what this leads to. See you in a bit. And welcome back. So, our party have just had a long rest. They wake up feeling renewed, strengthened, like they have slightly evolved in their particular paths. What is this new feeling? We'll find out later. What is the plan?
What is the plan?
I think Siggy, first of all, is going to get dressed in his disguise. His stupid giant hat.
His lovely hat that it was worth 10 gold.
It makes him look like he's a farmer.
But
I
it's
think.
lovely.
Yeah, and then maybe just like on the girls' room.
Where was I in your room? Or
You
did you?
can be in my room if you want.
All right. Okay, I'm in.
I'm sleeping.
Have you disguised yourself?
I've kind of tried, but I feel like I would have done a terrible job. Should we see how bad it
Performance
was?
check, please.
May I help? Because I'm quite good.
Yes.
at disguising
You roll
myself.
one as well, if you will.
Oh, okay, all right.
How was yours?
Very good.
Mine was very bad.
Performance.
Are you proficient in disguise kit, sorry?
Moi?
Yes.
No.
Okay, just a charisma check for you then. You are proficient with a disguise kit, however, so it's charisma plus proficiency.
Is it performance or is it charisma?
Plus proficiency for you. I said performance.
Oh,
I'm
Missy,
so
no, no,
sorry.
no, don't be daft, I'm
It
with
should
you.
have been a charisma plus proficiency with the disguise kit.
Sure.
So is it just charisma for me?
Just charisma for you.
And 19 for me.
Mine was a 6, so I feel like maybe Cricket was like couldn't sleep at night because he was like, "Fuck, I gotta do all this makeup."
I'm so sorry. You're helping him.
I'm helping him, yes.
I beg your pardon. Roll with advantage. It's not you who rolls. It's you who rolls. So
Do
roll-
you get to choose or no? Because he's not.
No,
there.
if he's helping you, you roll with advantage.
Okay, you can't do a roll each.
No.
I'm with you. 13 plus
No charisma.
charisma 0
Plus proficiency.
plus proficiency is 3. 16.
16 is not bad. 16 is not bad. You blocked out most of the bright green color, and you make your skin look more of a grayish brown, akin to more bullywug species than grung that are more brightly colored. And you think that this will be like the easiest way to differentiate yourself, and then you give yourself a little bit of a scar, a little bit of aging, just to sort of like throw people off the scent.
Can I cut a little bit of my hair off? Not a lot, a little bit, and just like attach it to his head to make it look like a kind of a fringe.
Just
or something.
a bad comb over.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
It's not gonna help, but yeah,
I mean, that's an assumption.
Takes off hat for hair.
Make me a quick nature check.
No, that's what I
okay.
mean.
Oh, his hat.
If you take off your hat
nature.
and that just falls off. My hair!
That was a thrill ride. Nature. 16.
16. You're adding hair to an amphibious species.
Yeah. Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Eye waters. My scar drips a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. You pat it back, you put it back on.
Sweet.
It seems a fitting disguise.
I don't want to take my hat off, but it is very.
I'll wear it.
Okay, but only because you gave me the pan patch.
I'll look
I'm
after
really.
it. I'll look after
please,
it, I promise.
please, this is my prized possession. All right, if I'm giving this to you, you gotta be careful. All
I
right.
swear, if I lose it, I will.
Okay.
So it's not about that big on you, Siggy. It's about that big on
Oh, fuck.
It sits like a trilby
It's just
on
like a
the
little
top of the head.
you. Barely a trilby.
Does
Maybe
the
not.
poison transfer via the hat?
No, I'll say for this instance, no. I'll be kind.
I say yes because he's
You could sit in this chair if you want to.
being mean to the hat.
How dare he be mean to the hat?
How dare
Okay, yeah, it's a little dinky grung hat. That's not gonna work.
I shouldn't wear my hat, but I really don't want to leave my hat behind. I'm gonna. Oh my God, I don't know why this is the most stressful decision I've made all campaign.
You wait till I ask if you're leaving the clothes.
Are you saying this to us?
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't want to lose my hat.
Well, you only don't have to wear it whilst we're in the city. As soon as we're out of the city, hat's
I
away.
can put it back on.
Of course you can, because they're only looking for you in the city.
It's quite small. It will fit in my backpack.
Do you reckon? I just don't. I can't. I don't really. This is my prized possession. Like I'm actually getting palpitations thinking about leaving this behind.
Is it like your comfort hat?
No, it was given to me on my name day. I don't lose it. Do you promise?
Of course.
Okay.
I will keep it extremely safe.
Can we walk together? Like I'm genuinely a bit shaken without it.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
I will put it very safely in my backpack. I will take a cloth of some kind and wrap the hat inside it. Just make sure it doesn't get squished or
Yeah.
anything. I'll put it at the top of my stuff.
All right.
Make sure it's got lots of room.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Um,
This genuinely affected me. All right. Okay. All right.
Inspiration.
I'm back in the game, baby.
I need to use my inspiration.
I wanted to give it to you as well, but you already have it. So.
All right. So morning. We all sleep well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was a bit nervous about my makeup, but
It looks great.
well, that was mostly Siggy's help, to be fair.
I like
Do you like the scar?
Whoa.
Really?
Looks menacing.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to keep this up now. Ain't I?
Yeah. What's your name going to be whilst we're in these 4 walls of the city of the 5 walls?
My name is Brick.
Brick.
I'm like a big stone brick. Nothing gets past me.
Don't want to brick it.
You're absolutely right. I might lay a brick if I get too scared.
What's your name?
Dave.
Dave.
Dave and Brick.
Dave.
Dave and Brick.
Well, that's a duo.
Just our great friends.
Quite brave,
Brick.
or a bit of a dick.
See what you did there. All right. Who said that? Who's putting awful things in our heads?
You've been communing with your gods again.
All right. What do you want? Should we do this or what? Yeah.
Sure, we'll just go see what the job's about, I guess, and see if we're up to doing it and what they can give us.
Whatever we can find out along the way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Exactly.
Absolutely right.
All right, Brick.
Yeah.
Dave.
Dave.
Tony.
Willow?
Should we have new names?
No.
The immediacy.
Okay.
What do you want your name to be?
No, I'm all right. It's fine.
Bob.
I'm fine.
Deception check. No, I'm only messing up.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
You heading on out to... You're going straight to the tannery?
Yeah.
Okay, you exit on out of the Stew Pot Tavern. Your familiar Iatorian host waves you goodbye, asks if you need any breakfast at all.
I've got bread.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, amazing. Can I get you anything else, or...?
No, we're okay. We've got bread. Thank you, though. Let's go.
Have a lovely day. And you head on
We'll be
out
back for brunch.
into the vast expanse of Dolomus once again. Following the directions that you were given, you start to try and find your way over to the western gate.
It's gone. That doesn't work.
That's just.
Sniped from the
Think
roof.
those disguises are gonna work on me? Bang, bang, bang.
I'm Dave.
You do pass a number of Iron Guard,
God.
and they cast their eyes over you four individuals. Looking at each of you individually, they take a pointed note at you, look you up and down.
Please stop making that noise with your mouth.
But they move on fairly swiftly. It seems they were confident that you were not the frog folk that they were looking for.
Damn right.
Not the frog folk you're looking
You wind your way and eventually make... Keep it together now. You make your way to the western gates. You can see that today the gates are open. It looks as if, certainly you two notice, that the guards are much stricter on looking out for people today.
Fuck, I wonder what happened to Hills.
They are scrutinizing every person that comes through the gates. But it seems they have not been able to keep the city under lockdown and keep it running.
Is that in and out?
In and out.
Oh, we've got to go out and then back in, aren't we?
You heading to the gates?
Good, so.
Alright.
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 Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll go to the gates.
Yes, going to the gates.
Okay. You go to exit and you are confronted with some of these Iron Guard.
Morning.
Oh.
Business outside of the city.
We're off to the tannery to make some coin. It was on the job board. Thank you. Do you know names?
You come over here.
Talking to me?
Brick, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, so I'm I'm talking to you.
Sorry, my depth perception ain't so good. I got an eyeball.
Gives you a good look up and down.
God, nah, bro.
Can I insight check him as this is happening to see if it's going well or going bad before?
Before we
Ow! That's a 6 plus 8. 14. It's my maths face.
Apart from a stony face and a shit attitude, there is... Sorry, terrible place for my brain to cause me to stop.
Stony face.
Stony
and
face
shit.
and a shit.
And that's all she wrote. And a shit attitude, you can't really tell either way. Go on.
Oh, thank you.
Waves you through. Next.
Thanks.
Deal with this stress. Oh, you shouldn't have killed someone.
You pass under the shade of the balustrade of the city gates, and you are outside. Before you flows the landscape of Belladrin, and to your right, a little ways down, with a scent that is wafting directly over you, churning all of your stomachs, what you presume to be the tannery. It is a building set a ways from the city. The grass is non-existent around this particular area. You can see there's a path that heads out west in front of you, and there is the river, the Vanal River, running through that you can see off in the distance. And betwixt the river and the city walls, you can see the tannery.
Well, that's it. Betwixt.
Great word.
I found it.
Come on, let's get this over with.
All right.
This
Stinks around here.
Yeah, it's not great.
Ooh. All right, cool. Let's go to the tannery, I guess.
You head on over to the tannery, and as you approach, you can see that sunk into the ground there are pits with forms of brownish, yellowish liquids in them, all of which smell foul. You can see massive wooden frames with tanned hides that are sitting out to either dry or cure. You can see these orange pottery vases, no decoration on them, lids on top. You assume for storing fluids that could potentially have been placed in these pits in the ground. You're not quite sure. The stench is foul here. Can everybody make me an endurance check?
Oh, somebody's gonna chunder!
Probably me.
Well, I got
What is it con?
6 total. It is a con-based skill.
Save.
No, not save. Endurance is a skill check.
Sorry,
This
sorry,
is my own
Yeah.
con-based skill. Homebrew.
13.
13.
Not great.
Ooh. Oh shit. I just dropped that by accident. It went on a natural 20.
So close.
That's very sad.
What was your original?
It was 15.
15.
Sorry. Ooh, where's my con? Where's my con?
21. Siggy, Tony, and Willow manage to block their nose enough that you can sort of push through the majority of the smell. You, unfortunately, Cricket, do not, and you feel nauseous. You heave a little bit, you manage to choke it down, but this smell is seriously affecting you.
Little dry bug.
A little bit of... Yeah.
just a ribbon. Alright.
Ahead of you, there is this one-story building with sort of off-cream walls and a dark brown thatched roof, with small circular windows set into it, and the door lies before you.
Sensing the urgency of cricket, I'm
Oh my god, can I wait up? Please tell me it's
There's a
better.
moment before the door opens, and before you, you see a humanoid figure covered in dark brown fur with slight patches of white here and there. The fur around the neck sort of drapes slightly longer than the rest that covers them. A long goat-like face and 2 twisting horns protrude up from the head. You two make me nature checks. You'd be most familiar with this particular species.
Nature.
What's the name of the species?
Say again?
Oh, okay.
6.
19.
19. You would know this particular species. This is a boak.
I do know very well this particular species.
Boake. They are goat folk.
Yes.
Um,
I do know this very well. Wow, hi.
morning.
It's been a long time since I've seen a bogue. It's nice to see you. Oh, well, meet you, sorry.
Can I help?
Yeah, we're here for the job you posted.
Oh, amazing. Oh, fantastic. Right, okay. You're mercenaries then.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Come on in. Out.
Sorry, what's your name?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Ulaktha.
Ulaktha.
That's a great name. How'd you spell it?
Ulak.
Ulaktha.
I got that.
Look at you go. Ulaktha. It's a pleasure. Come on in. Out the smell.
Yeah, thank you.
Is it better on the inside?
Please. You can step in and find out if you'd like.
Yes, please.
You enter on in, and Ulaktha leads you through a door that is off to your right, ever so slightly set against the other wall, and they lead you into a very modest-looking office space. It's not lavishly decorated. It is the bare bones of furniture, a small bookshelf, a very modest desk, and they sit behind the desk and go, right, okay, so sorry, let me get me my earrings. It's been a rough couple of days for me. Basically, I had an employee go missing a few days ago, and they've not turned up since. They were in the middle of their shift, and they just didn't come back. And folks around here are really suspicious. And so basically all of my workers have refused to continue working until this person is found, or whatever took them fucking dealt with. I'd be really appreciative if you could try and find them, or whatever fucking took them.
Wow, okay. Where did they, who was this person, and where did they go, or last?
Oh, Daniel, he was sort of a youngish fella, sort of like sandy brown hair on top, not too long, like bum fluff of a beard. He couldn't really grow one, but he was trying, bless him. He was taking the waste over to the sump pit, and he just never returned. That was the last time I saw him.
Where?
So, just away down the path, we've got a pit where we put all like the waste, fluids and stuff that we use, and also any of the offcuts of the hides and stuff like that. That's gonna go, and we leave it to decompose out there. So it's like, this place stinks enough as it is. We try and separate that a little bit. And it all kind of also stops vermin from getting to the town as much. Otherwise we're just promoting, rats and all sorts of shit from coming around here.
Okay.
So he took a car to the sump pit, and he never came back. Nobody else wants to go down and check on him.
I wonder why.
Well, I don't know what took him, but yeah, they scare easy around here.
Well, you think that it was something or someone?
Well, he's not returning in a few days. He had no reason to quit. I mean, listen, it ain't the inner district here, but it's good pay.
Have you investigated the sun pit?
I mean, no, that's why I'm paying you guys to do it.
Okay.
I'm really sorry, my friend. It's shit around here. Literally, it's urine and stuff like it's not great, but it's a living.
Anyone like gone missing around there before, or is this the first?
No. First time.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. Is there anything we should be aware of?
I mean, it's outside of the city, so whatever you can encounter outside of the city, I'd be aware of. So, I don't know, fucking everything.
What's the pay?
Oh, sorry, gold. 40 gold. To the group. Split it however you want.
We'll do it.
Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. The tannery is basically ground to a halt. I don't have anyone here working for me right now, and
The sump pit, you say?
Yes, and she draws you a very, very crude map. It's really not far. It'd take you not even 10 minutes to walk there.
And the smell's gonna be worse there than it is here.
It'll be different. I don't think it'll be any better.
You got any like strips of cloth or anything?
Yes, hang on. She pulls out from a little side cabinet a very small little vial of clear liquid with a dropper in. Do you have a piece of cloth or a handkerchief?
Yeah. I'll just rip. Wait, give me the ribbon. Give me the blue ribbon. Give me the ribbon. I need the ribbon. And I'll just. Well. No.
Here you go. She drops some of this, what looks to be like oily substance, onto the ribbon, hands it back to you. That should help with the smell. Does anybody else want some?
Roll them up and just go.
What is it?
Clog.
You take a deep inhale, and this thick, heady scent of lavender just fills your entire senses.
I can't believe you
That
just
is
said
so much better. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Anybody else need this? You look like you're faring better than him.
I am. I've just lost my ribbon, that's all.
You still got most of it. I just got the little itty bits.
Could you possibly sort this out after you've done the job?
Yeah.
It's a ribbon. Someone's missing.
Yes. We should
Okay.
go and investigate. I
Right.
think we'll be okay.
Sure, let's go.
Yeah, just any evidence that you can bring back of his whereabouts, or just please. Thank you.
All right, let's go
Daniel.
to the sump pit.
To the sump pit.
I'm very sorry. I'll reimburse you for whatever I took off you there, but there was no
It's fine,
chance I was
So
going
to be fair, it's Dave you need to reimburse.
Thank you very much.
I don't care.
All right.
All right, fine.
Never buying you anything again.
I'm assuming that conversation was had as you were leaving.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, super quick. What did he say? How did he get to the sump pit? Was he walking? What was he doing? Like,
Yes, he was
Just
taking
walk there?
No, I mean, it's literally not even 10 minutes away. You can walk there very easily. He was taking a cart full of, off-cuts.
so he had a cart with him.
Yeah.
Did you find the cart?
I've not been down there. I'm paying you to go down
nobody's
there.
gone down there.
Nobody
Right.
wants to go down there. Okay,
Sure.
to reiterate the information that I've
Alright.
already fucking given you, nobody wants to go down there because people are really fucking suspicious. Somebody's missing for days at a time. I'm paying you fuckers to find him. Is any of that unclear? I'm sorry, I'm very stressed, but I don't have a working business right now.
Very clear and understood. Let's go.
Thank you.
Here's
Do you exit?
We make a beeline for the sump pit.
Wonderful.
You know
Following the
what's in the
directions
phone
that Alaktha gave you, you can very easily find the sump pit. It is over the river, and it is not even a 10-minute walk away.
Okay.
You can smell it before you see it. There is the sweet, rotting stench of decaying matter.
Yummy.
And a little ways away, you can see that there is mounded earth in a rough shape, and you can see there is a wooden cover to this particular, what you assume to be sump pit.
How wide does this appear?
The pit is roughly 10 to 12 feet across, and then roughly it's almost 15 to 18 feet in length.
Okay.
So it's a fairly sizable.
It's pretty big.
Sure,
Yeah.
Easy for someone to fall in, basically, is what I'm.
Very.
Yeah. Okay.
If they were careless enough.
Sure.
Is there any sign of like the cart that he had?
Perception check.
Can I also jump on that? Have a look. at the
Yes.
cart?
I'm gonna go like straight up to the edge of the pit. Is there?
Yeah.
Is there a cover on?
There is a cover. There's a wooden cover, and you can see that it is wooden planks that have been sort of
Whoa.
bolted together. Basically, there's bands of metal that keeps it all together with like metal rivets in there, and it's not shoddily made. It's not the best made. It's just a cover.
Okay.
I'd rather not go straight up. Can I just have a quick scan around?
Yeah,
see
by
if
all
there's
means,
any-
perception check.
14.
23.
Forgive me, 12.
Just over on the far side, you see a cart. Siggy, are you doing an investigation check by
I
the
was
pit?
just gonna see if I can remove the cover and look down into
You
it.
give me an athletics check.
No problem.
Natural one.
It's not a natural one, but it is a 17.
17 is more than enough. You
Deep squat.
deep squat
Oh,
and you lift
yeah.
this up. Are you just shoving it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, you. And it just lands.
Is it on like a hinge or is it like?
No, it's loose and it just lies on this lip of earth, and you pivot it on this lip of earth, and this hot updraft of stench hits you square in the face. I need you to make me an endurance check.
Fuck, may I make an addendum and say that I held my breath whilst I was doing that?
Nope, not for this one. Shit. You can do so afterwards.
Endurance check. Oh god. 12.
12 is okay. Bile rises in your throat, but you swallow it down. And you can see that this is a fairly deep pit, and about 2 or 3 feet down, there is just a layer of filth.
Ugh.
Flies are buzzing around, and there is just detritus and decay in here. This is well and truly where they just dump the offcuts of the tannery. Whilst you are there,
Uh-oh.
Oh, the bird's coming in.
Uh-oh. That's the DM's guide. I knew I should have held my breath.
Oh dear.
you see something shift
Oh.
as a tentacle, 2 tentacles just at you.
Fuck.
The first one you manage to dodge. The second, however, is a critical hit.
Oh, fuck me. Why me?
You take
You opened the thing.
I'm gonna open the crate. Why me?
I was not expecting this. I don't know why.
You take 21 points of damage,
Come on.
half bludgeoning, half piercing, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
You got them. You got them.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Because you are surprised, I'm going to ask for this at disadvantage.
Fuck me. I mean, it can't get much worse, to be honest. Yeah. That's a... Wait. Big old 9.
Big on 9.
No.
You see something lash out at Siggy as he pushes this off, and then he is pulled into the pit. I need everybody to roll initiative. Okay, so rolling initiative. 25 to 20. Lovely. 20 to 15.
Great. Good
Fantastic.
Start, guys. Yeah, looking good.
15 to 10.
Come on. Are you serious?
Oh no! And 10 to 5?
8.
8.
3.
That's
That's
5.
not-
That's the next one down.
I got.
Oh, fuck.
7.
8,
I
7,
got 5 total.
5 total.
And I got a 3.
Willow
Wow.
I rolled a 1.
First initiatives. It's already going
This
great.
initiative.
and Siggy right at the end. Lovely stuff. Okay, so,
And we're all in a nice little clump.
and you're all in a nice little clump. Don't you worry, for the purposes of this, that's not going to matter. However, you get dragged down into this pit, and you cannot see anything, you cannot hear anything.
Great.
You are blinded.
Oh, come on.
You are restrained. and you are. Do I have?
Just
Deafened.
Just put all of them on
fancy me
there.
tokens.
Stick every single condition ring
Why is
on.
it always me? Why is it always
Why
me?
is it
Someone's
always?
got to push the big red button, and may I just say, those are my favourite players because you let me do all of the nasty things whilst I still can.
You're a dick.
Top of the round,
I wonder who it is.
Siggy. You feel a sinking pain. What's your AC?
14.
As teeth, long and needle-like, just down into your form. You take 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Can we see any of this or what's happening? Or is
You
it still
saw
on-
Siggy get dragged under, and that's it.
You can't see where
You
it's.
can't see.
It's another natural 1.
Natural 1, you are poisoned.
Great. Cool. Oh, I have advantage against being poisoned.
I apologize. Go for it.
Because I'm a dwarf. That's my third natural 1.
No!
You are, in fact, poisoned.
Extremely poisoned.
I just took.
Have you touched my dice?
It's a fair assumption.
So,
I feel sick.
Absolutely shitting me.
yeah, you are poisoned, and that is all that happens for now. Please make a note as well that you have to hold your breath whilst you are in here.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. That's just better.
You got time. You got
Has
time.
he gone into a
I've got 2.5
water?
minutes.
Sorry.
He's gone down into the pit.
He's in the clump.
It's just
He's
really...
in slump.
He is surrounded by decaying filth and matter. It is a slurry of organic decaying matter. If he tried to breathe, he would suffocate.
Okay.
This is so good.
Yeah, great for me.
With that being said, Willow, you're up.
Ziggy! Fuck! Okay, I don't really know how to help this. I'm gonna run forward 30 feet.
30 will get you
Can
there.
I see anything from there?
You can make me a perception check if you'd like. You can see nothing on the surface.
Oh, so I'm fully on.
You are submerged.
16.
16. There, you can see that there is like a roiling motion in this like slurry, but you can't see what it is.
Fuck. All right, I can see the roiling motion, so I can kind of gather that's maybe where they are.
Yeah.
All right. She's how far away is that from me?
20 feet away.
Sick. I'm gonna. She's going to. You see, she kind of like brings her hand together and brings up this like black, kind of smoky energy, and she's just gonna swing it around and fling it into it. It's gonna start making a radius effect, a big black circle radius effect.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom
Wither and Bloom. Very nice.
on the
So,
creature.
what's the radius of that?
That is 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius, beautiful. Okay, so that basically encompasses the entire pit.
Cool.
So, Wither and Bloom.
Yeah, so the creature has to make a con save.
Do you need to see the creature?
No, just a
No.
creature of my choice in that area.
Con save.
Yeah.
That's a 23.
Oh my lord.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that
Do they take half damage at all?
does take half damage, yeah. So it's only 9.
9, half 2,
To
4. Fantastic stuff. All right.
But in addition, one creature of your choice can use a hit die and regain that number of hit points.
Oh.
So you can spend one of your hit die.
It's for me?
Yes.
Hooray! Thank you. What am I-
If you'd allow that with them, even though they've...
Yes, you don't need to see the creature, and you know that Siggy is in there, so I will. It doesn't say whether it succeeds or fails. Oh no, then it absolutely goes through regardless.
Yeah, cool.
That's killer. That's well good.
It's a nice spell.
Beautiful.
It's a good one. That's a newer spell in the grand scheme of 5e.
Because I'm a
It's very
multi-class, can I use my hit die?
You can use either. I will say you can use either.
It
Do
does,
I have
it does use the hit die, so if we were to short rest, you wouldn't get to use that hit die on
That's
the short
okay.
rest.
I'm gonna take that anyway. So I'm gonna use one of my d12s. Do I add the +3 as well?
Yeah,
for
you
con?
do.
Yes.
Oh no, you add. Sorry, you plus my spellcasting modifier.
Oh, okay. So,
So-
just d12 plus that.
My brain like
It's
so
my
many
ability
cogs.
modifier, so it's a +8.
Nice.
No, that's
holy
no.
shit.
Sorry, +5.
+5.
Yeah. Spellcasting
Great.
ability modifier. That would be with proficiency or just.
No, not
Yeah,
proficient.
+5.
Okay, I get
Holy hell.
16 back then.
Do you
16.
take-
That's
do you take the 4 back, or do you
huge.
take a hit
That's
die
a
as well?
really good. That's a really good boost.
How much did you heal?
So
16.
Okay, cool.
you feel this sudden warm energy that sort of calms you ever so slightly in this moment, and you feel slightly rejuvenated. There's an energy that is instilled back into you, Siggy. You don't know where it came from, but you will take it. Is that your
Yeah,
that's your move
but
and
as she
your
does it,
action?
she's kind of like, I'm really sorry, creature, but that's my friend, and I just need to take a little bit of you to make him feel okay. And then she's gonna like send it forward.
Amazing.
And then with her bonus action, you guys will see that she, you see that she kind of like brings her hand up, and this like, kind of like starlight from this daylight kind of pulls down her arm and kind of fills this arm with like a constellation up her arms, and it kind of looks like a chalice, and she's just going to bring it down and she's just going to hold it to one side.
Amazing, incredible stuff.
Very nice.
That's your turn, Tony. You are up. Cricket, you're next in line.
Can I see him or can I not see him anymore? He's
Go on, mate.
Gone.
right. How far away are you from him, Willow?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, cool. I'm gonna run up to the side of Willow.
What's your movement speed?
Oh, that's a good question. 30 feet.
Can get you about there.
That's all right. And I am going to. She'll hold her little necklace and be like, "Okay, Havrin, please help me." And she's going to use Twilight Sanctuary, so like a really like dim kind of aura of moonlight will just like surround her from the symbol and
Beautiful.
create like 30 foot radius, I believe.
30-foot radius.
Radius.
Okay.
Yes. That.
Radius.
What might I show
That will get Cricket and Willow.
you? It doesn't get Siggy.
From where you are a little bit further back.
No, I think that just replaces you.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, just check or something.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck this thing up.
And I can't see him.
When you're
Great.
after us, eh?
Aye.
Okay, well that's up. Can't see him. Can I see around where the creature is?
You can see some rolling, writhing motion, but you cannot see the creature.
Okay. Oh my god. So yeah, bamf. and then
Bamf.
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 But it's not on the surface, is it? It's like under.
It is
the
under.
Okay, well, she's gonna see this and like have a minute, like not a minute, have a couple of seconds of like panicking, not really sure how to help. And then she is going to hold her hand out and cast. I can't cast. I can cast. Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
So, like a nebula of kind of energy will come from her hand, and it forms like a crescent moon. So it's like a really sharp, like boomerang kind of thing, and it's gonna like spin and land next to the hole or wherever they are.
Yeah.
In the floor.
I don't have a boomerang. We'll say this little guy is your spiritual weapon.
Sure.
So what? Here, there?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful.
And I don't know. Can I try and
You
hit?
can make an attack at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. That's fine. We'll give it a go. Why not?
What? At disadvantage?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Get it battered.
You see this flurry in the center, and you focus in, and you bring your hand down, and as you do, the back side of this crescent moon slices down like some magical scythe and cuts straight through this filth, and from within you hear this as something gets wounded. Deal me damage.
Oh my goodness. She's gonna be like, oh, I'm really sorry. 11 points of damage.
Boys, nice. You doing anything else on your turn?
And I will give myself some temporary hit points. And I think it's a D6 plus 6 actually. Lovely.
Cricket, you're next in line.
I'm in the game.
Cool. 10 temporary hit points.
10 temporary hit points. Fantastic stuff. Awesome. Cricket, you are up.
Right. I can't see. You said it was like 1 to 2 feet down
Yes.
in the pit, or like quite far down?
Not quite far down.
Okay, can I skirt round to skirt towards me? Yeah. This way around, just enough to be able to kind of see the writhing mass, right?
Is that a good spot for you?
It's perfect for me.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. So I've whipped around. I can see this writhing mass, right?
You can see the writhing mass, and you can see Tony's spiritual weapon that has just sliced through the filth, and something started gurgling within.
Would that be enough to give me a straight roll, or?
No.
All right. Am I able? It says, eye for detail, bonus action, wisdom perception to spot hidden creature. I grew up in the swamps, so am I okay to use that to get me a straight roll?
Read it to me again.
Bonus action for wisdom perception to spot a hidden creature.
Does it say anything about behind full cover?
It probably does. I just wrote down a wee speedy scrap of it.
Do you know what? I will allow it to slightly lower the AC.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it has a boost to its AC because it is behind full cover. So,
Aye, okay.
let's see.
I'll write it down properly
Yeah.
for next time. Right. So this is my bonus action. That's a 5 plus 5, so 10. Which probably isn't going to do much then, eh?
Yeah. Unfortunately, there is too much going on. There is bits of detritus and decay flying up out of this pit. It stinks even through this lavender-scented ribbon that you've shoved up your nose holes. Unfortunately, you cannot get a good look.
Yeah, no stress. In that case, I will hold my action
Okay.
for Siggy to do something, and I'm going to pop an arrow in it when the time's right.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Siggy, you are up.
Fuck. Okay, well, first of all, I'm using my bonus action to go into a rage.
Okay, bonus action rage.
I'm going to bonus action rage, and if anyone could see in underneath the, I'm assuming it's like opaque water.
It's not water, it's sludge.
Oh, grim.
It is, yeah, you, like, when I say you would be suffocating if you tried to breathe, even more so than water, this is a thick soup of flesh offcuts, hide, feces, the works. This is
I'm in the
awful.
ick.
Yeah,
I'm in the
a little bit.
Okay, yeah, bonus action range, Siggy's eyes will like flash briefly blue, and maybe on the surface you can see like a blue sheen as these kind of his entire body kind of vibrates for a second, and then these blue figures drift off from him, from his back specifically, and coalesce into dwarven faces of various women, men, even younger, teenagers, children, and they solidify and stand behind him. And I'm guessing I'm grappled.
You are restrained.
I'm restrained. Can I get out of that?
It's an action.
I guess I'll use my action to try
Okay.
and break that.
Athletics check for me, please.
Okay.
You have advantage because you're raging.
Yes, I do. Oh, that's not good. 18. Well, 18 actually is pretty good.
18.
Yeah.
You find this thick mass that is solid and not like mulch like the rest of your surroundings. You know that this is the creature, and you tear this tentacle off. You can feel these needle-like spines from this tentacle emerge from your flesh, and you are now not restrained.
Excellent. I'm going to try and use my movement, I guess, to get out of the pit if I can.
Okay, you are at half movement for this, okay? But you try and move up. You move about 10 feet. Sorry, you don't move 10 feet. You move 5 feet upwards, and you push your hand, and that crests through the top of the surface of this filth, and you see this hand, makeup running off of it from all of this filth, tattoos showing underneath. You can see the arm of Siggy.
Whoa. Is he in my radius now?
No, still not.
His arm is.
The arm just gets right.
Are you keeping going, Siggy? You got fire. You've got 10 feet of movement
I'll
left.
use as much movement as I can, yeah.
Okay, so
I just
you
want to get
move-
out of this pit.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go that way or this way? Me or Tech?
Tech.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go that way. It doesn't really matter.
Surely he's in my radius now. Yeah. It's 30-foot radius.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius. Bearing in mind, you are there. He is outside. Your spiritual weapon is the edge. He was
so
just
sorry.
out.
I'm so
Come to
sorry.
me, darling.
Yeah. I'm
Hello.
so sorry. I'm poisoned. So I would have had disadvantage on that grapple check, restraint check, whatever it is. So I should have rolled flat.
Okay. For the purposes of this, we'll carry on. Good looking out, because it's already happened. You've already moved.
You rolled an 8 and a 7 though.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 and a 7.
That, and you got a
8
total
and a
of
9.
what?
8 and I think I rolled a 9 because it's plus 9, so I got a total of 18.
You'd be fine. You'd be fine.
Still poisoned.
Are you still trying to clamber out of the pit?
Yeah.
This thing is going to take a swipe at you as you go.
As in its arm comes out of the sludge to swipe him.
Yes.
So can I attack?
Yes, go on. I'll say you can loose an attack.
Go on, carry on. Nah, that's an 11.
11. Unfortunately, 11 does not hit. Does a 16 hit you, Siggy?
Whoa.
What other conditions am I under? Sorry.
Now your head is above the surface. You are no longer deafened or blind.
Okay, so I'm just poisoned.
I woed that
Whoa.
and took off 3.
Do you need to see the attack?
Do I not see a tentacle come out at Ziggy?
You see the... If you see the tentacle, it's coming out and attacking Siggy.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll allow you to woe it. I'll allow you to woe it. So how much does it take off?
It takes 3 off.
So that's 13 to hit. Does not hit. You see this tentacle emerge, and with lightning fast reactions, you thrust your hand
Yeah, I
out,
send just like a really harsh breeze and like wind that just moves the tentacle.
and literally it stops inches from Siggy's back. And in this moment, you can see this wide pad fringed with toothy-like spines that look like they are about to grasp him and pull him back under. That is your full movement. Very good call.
That's action, bonus action movement. I'm done.
Okay. Top of the round, 2 tentacles come out. One, in fact, you see a third tentacle sort of up out, except the flat of this tentacle, there are 3 eyes sticking out of it, and it sort of
What is this thing?
looks at you and slaps a tentacle over to you. That is going to be a 17 to hit. 17 hits?
Yes.
Okay.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs.
Fuck it. Just in case I don't get to use it again.
That is still a 17 to hit. Roll an unnatural 20 on that one.
I will give advantage to Tony.
Thanks.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
You take
No, that's it.
you take 1 point of piercing.
Ouchie.
Pissing.
And you are restrained.
Oh my lord.
It is going to try and pull you under. So strength saving throw, please.
Why-
You
why
have
me?
advantage
Oh, thanks.
if you want to use it.
Yes, I do.
If you want to use it. If you wish to use it.
Strength saving throws.
Yeah.
Save for a special occasion.
Natural 20!
Natural 20. You feel this tentacle drag you forwards, and you drive your heels down, prepared not to go under like Siggy did, and your boot heels smush into this sodden dirt, and you stand fast. The second tentacle is going to come out, and it is going to whip at you, Siggy. It's going to try and get its initial prey back. That is, however, only a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
And another tentacle whips round at you, but it cannot grasp you.
backhand it away.
This time you are by the side looking at Tony, and you see the tentacle come forth, and you do exactly, you just bat it away. Fantastic work. No.
Bad octopus.
Willow, you are up. Tony, you're next in line.
Oh fuck. Okay. Are we still struggling to see the creature?
Yes, indeed.
All
There
right.
there is now an eye stalk out of here. It's still very hard to hit, but you can kind of see this
Alright,
creature.
in that case, she's gonna put her hands up to the sky, and she's gonna just like drift this like cosmic energy above it, kind of like the Northern Lights, and she's just gonna place it down on the creature and cast Fairy Fire on it.
Fairy Fire. That's a dex save.
It is a dex save of 16.
What did you say?
16.
That's a natural 19.
I'm gonna use my reaction as well on my round because it restarts to wheel that.
Okay.
Whoa at that.
Whoa it.
Whoa, it.
Take. What did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Take 4 off.
15.
Yes, so it fails.
It fails.
Yes.
Oh. Holy hell. You see a star fall, just drop from the sky, like
oh my God,
cosmic
I'm gonna pee
ethereal
myself.
glitter, and it begins to rest on this creature. It's every creature within a radius, right?
Yes, but I'm
What's
gonna.
the radius?
It's 20 foot, but I'm gonna go down and under.
That's fine. Siggy also needs to make this dex save. But you do see this creature start to submerge itself back into the filth, and you thrust your hand out again, pulling at the threads that surround every single being, and it is just too slow, and this stardust alights on its form, and you can now see these tentacles glittering.
Awesome.
What's this? Dex saving.
Dex
throw?
saving throw.
I actually have advantage on
You
this.
do because you can see this.
Please succeed.
I'm gonna pee, oh my god.
Oh, 16.
Yeah,
16
you're
is
fine.
just the
Yeah.
DC that you needed, so you are unaffected by fairy fire.
The creature got 15 and you got 16. It got hit and you did.
Nice.
10 temporary hit points.
Sorry, still.
Do I have a fairy fire?
I think there is. If not, there's magical conditions. But I think is the pink one Fairy Fire. I'm not sure.
Don't think so. There's a pink hex, which will do. At this point, then, I guess I should bring out the creature. you see this triple tentacled entity still mostly submerged in the filth, but you can just see its head rise up slightly, and this huge elongated maw, this bucket of teeth just rises up and
I don't like that.
I really don't like that noise.
Don't
Okay,
like
I'm
it.
gonna be like, I need to try and keep this one on it, and I'm just gonna take like 10 steps back, like 10 feet back.
10 feet back.
Oh,
About there?
very fine.
Fantastic. Okay, that your turn?
Yeah.
Tony, you're up. Cricket, next in line.
Have
Don't.
advantage on everything.
Cool. Yes. It's still got me.
It still has you restrained. Sorry, yes, you are
Oh, is it worth getting out of it?
restrained.
Maybe. Cool. I'm going to. I imagine it's like got me. So she's gonna put her hand onto it, the tentacle, and just black, but still glittery, but black energy is gonna hopefully
Still glittery.
go down the tentacle, and I'm gonna cast inflict wound.
Incredible. So that is an attack roll.
Yes,
Yes.
advantage.
At advantage because of fairy fire. Let's go.
Let's go, bitch. 18.
18 hits.
Cool. So, lots of things.
3d10.
3D.
Nice,
Nice. What are you? What is? Oh, that's a. Whoa. Okay. Brain, do maths, please. 21 points of damage.
21 points of
9,
damage.
2,
Nice.
Huge.
Necrotic.
Cricket and Willow, you see Tony's eyes flash for a second.
Yeah.
She places both hands down with extreme fury, and imperceptibly fast, black tendrils just snake out and just start to wither away this tentacle. The already slick and what looks like fetid flesh starts to necroticize and go black, and you hear this creature just this wet gurgling howl emits from this pit. Is that your turn?
Does it, no.
Oh, no.
Does it let me go?
Say again?
Does it let me go?
Nope.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna be like, oh, come on, man, just fucking let me go. And I'm gonna hit it with my spiritual weapon.
Give me an attack roll.
Oh.
Very fine.
Yeah.
Fairy fire, baby. It's a fucking beautiful spell.
It's not just a
17.
17 still hits. Yes, roll me damage.
Baby. You baby. Woo! 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. It's a big round.
Go on, Tony.
Again, you, same as before, the sickle comes back around, slicing off another section, and it carves just behind this tentacle stalk with the eyes on, and you see some of the flesh like eke open, and it's this pale, creamy white flesh inside. It looks like cottage cheese or off milk. It's foul.
Ew! Does it let me go?
No, it does not. Tony, is that your go?
No, I'm giving myself some temporary hit points.
Temporary hit points.
Thank you, 10. Now I'm done.
Cricket, you're up. Siggy, you're on deck.
Right, okay. I am going to use Insightful Fighting as a bonus
Yes.
action.
So it's a deception check versus your insight, yes?
That's right, yeah.
That's cocked.
Oh, you ass. Okay, that's not cocked at
This
all.
dice is rolling well for me today.
It's alright.
Interesting.
10
Okay.
total.
17.
No chance.
Unfortunately, still too submerged for you to get a good gauge of the entire creature. You cannot determine how is best to attack this creature at this time.
Right.
You can still make an attack if you would like.
Yeah, for sure. God damn stupid scar! Wipe it off like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna ping an attack.
Yeah, fantastic.
Is it
Give me an
still
attack roll.
advantage?
Say again.
Is it still advantage?
It's still advantage.
Oh, okay. Right. 17 plus 7.
Come on.
24
Yeah.
hits. Roll me
Beautiful.
damage.
Lovely stuff. Is that sneak attack because it's holding on to Tony? Technically, it's engaged in a melee.
Do you know what? Even if it wasn't holding Tony, Siggy is 5 feet from it. So yes, this is sneak
It's
attack.
holding me.
It's holding.
It's holding me.
Right, I'm just gonna ping an arrow straight
Yeah.
into that creamy cottage cheese.
Love it.
So deep in the cottage cheese. Oh.
So deep in the cottage cheese. Title of the episode.
Deep in the cottage cheese.
Deep in the cottage cheese.
1d6 plus 4, but sneak attacks plus 3d6, right?
So it's 46 total.
Oh,
2 1s and a 2
no.
and a 6. So
Oh,
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4, 10 plus 4 is 14.
14.
Yeah, boy.
Very nice. Very nice. You lance an arrow straight into it, and it does stick straight into that seam of cottage cheese-like flesh, that milky white substance. And again, you just see this massive maw come out and snap twice in fury. It looks like you are really aggravating this thing.
Let me do a little 15-foot backflip out away.
Yep.
Just because I've seen those tentacles.
Fantastic.
And I don't like them. And that's me.
Absolutely.
Do you want some hit points?
I didn't use my last ones. But yes,
But I
go
could
on.
get better. It is better. It's 11.
Pew, pew, pew.
Thank you so much.
Pew, pew. Cricket, that your turn?
Je suis fini.
Siggy, you're up.
That's me.
You can see just this slight blue shimmer on Siggy, especially on the tattoos.
Yeah.
These tattoos have like a little bit of light coming from them now. He would look beautiful were he not covered in shit. So you are turning your attention to the creature.
Yes.
What are you
so
doing?
I'm going to turn my attention to the creature. I'm going to use my bonus action first and say, did I ever tell you the tale of Yol of Stringer? His entire family killed by a bear. He sought that bear for 3 weeks and finally hunted it down and mounted its head on his wall, and I will use the tale of the Avenger.
Very cool.
So for 1 minute, any creature that hits me, I'm going
Yeah.
to use it on myself, if that hits me takes force damage equal to a roll of my bardic inspiration.
Very cool.
Then I'm going to hit him with my hand axe.
Fuck yes, let's go. Give me an attack roll.
Actually, can I use my battle axe, actually?
Yes, you can do.
Yes, two-handed. Big boy. And I have advantage because I'm raging.
Yep.
Yes. But I have disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
Yes.
So just a straight. Okay. Actions, attack, battle axe. 21.
21 still hits.
21 hits.
Roll me damage.
D8. So he takes 9 damage.
9 damage.
Come on, you.
Sloshing.
Sloshing.
And because of my barbarian path, what happens? Something happens. Yeah, first creature you hit on attack when you're turn. He has disadvantage against anyone, to hit anyone except me.
Except you.
Yeah, as these blue figures kind of
Fantastic.
surround and cloud his vision, making a sort of tunnel towards me.
Incredible. You see this flurry of spectral figures start swimming around in this sump pit, not disturbing the actual filth that you are in at all, but they harry and harass this individual, driving it more towards you than your companions. Fantastic. Siggy, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Easy in
I'm
my
not gonna
radius.
He's not moved. So this creature is going to make a tentacle attack against. Can't really do anything else. It's gonna make all of its attacks against you. So
Bring it on.
Who?
first one is 15 to hit.
That hit.
That hits. You take 6. You take 9. You take 9 points of piercing and bludgeoning damage, halved to 4 because you are raging. And the second attack is going to come at you as. Oh, he takes force damage.
He does. Take 1 force damage.
Hey, that's 1 more than he was on.
Yeah.
That drives him forward to make the second attack against you. However, this time one of the spirits gets in his way and the tentacle just slaps into the filth surrounding you. It scatters up your form, and you have to choke back the bile. And the third and final attack, it's going to open its huge maw, and it's going to try and clamp down on your form. Disadvantage.
No, sorry, no, promise. Disadvantage to hit somebody else.
Okay. I can't remember what I rolled. I'm going to re-roll that one more time. That is a natural 20.
Silvery bars.
Silvery bars.
Lovely.
That is an 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
You thrust out this glimmer of slightly blue energy, and just as its teeth are about to sink into your thighs, there is this flash, and for whatever reason, this arcanic essence just stops and hinders just enough that it cannot make a purchase on your leg. Fantastic stuff. That is its turn.
Oh, and I'm going to give advantage to Cricket.
Fantastic. It's going to move.
It was a lovely story as well, by the way, Kima.
Way.
Bruh.
Um,
Get away from me, man.
fantastic. Willow.
And
you're up.
it's out of the...
You can see it, yes.
Okay, cool, great.
It's not out, but it's still swimming around in here, but it is visible.
So, okay.
Go on.
But everyone's hitting it fine. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's
Fairy
using
fire-
advantage.
fairy
There's no
fire is
disadvantage.
working. Yeah.
There's no disadvantage because they're inside. Cool, great. In that case, I'll hold off on that reckless decision. And I'll just... She's gonna... Wait, how are you looking, Ziggy?
Not terrible, to be fair, in the grand scheme of things.
Okay,
Oh, that's good to know.
that's good to know. All right, so I'm
And
gonna
I
be...
am raging, so I have resistance.
I'm gonna be selfish, and she's gonna put her hand up, and this energy's just gonna go boom into her hand. She's
Yes.
gonna swing around and shite it forward.
Shite it
And
forward!
she's gonna,
Hey, sometimes you gotta shite it forward.
she's gonna guiding bolt it.
Nice one. Give me an attack roll.
Don't
Shiting
shite it
bolt.
forward.
You see Willow thrust her hand up to the sky, and from beyond this bluish expanse above, from the stars that are behind it, you just see this slightly goldish energy just slam down into her hand and coalesce in this little nebula, and you fling it forwards.
That kind of like, yeah, it's like cosmic, so like blue and pink and
Yeah,
energy.
fantastic.
Forward.
This energy,
Whoa.
as it spirals out, shifts color into this bluish nebula that rockets,
18.
hits.
No,
roll down.
so I've done the hit. Oh, sorry, it's 19 to hit,
19 to hit, hits.
and it's 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. 19 points of damage.
19 to hit, 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Yes, thank you. Fantastic. You can see now that its form was already sort of undulating with like bumps, and it was not a smooth form. You can now see that there is it's been seriously battered. There is lumps to it and divots where there weren't before, slashes across. It looks pretty hurt.
All right, it's looking weak. Keep going. Shoot, shine it forward. That's the
Do
end.
it to him, tell me it.
I'm fine. That's the end of my go.
Keep.
Tony.
She's gonna just try it again. She's gonna
Try it again.
just really fucking annoyed at this thing for still holding her and just being like, get the fuck off me, and like casting flick wounds again.
Incredible. Give me an attack roll. At advantage. Fairy fire.
Goodness, oh my.
Fairy fire and inflict wounds. That's a hefty stacked combination.
Absolutely.
Is it? Not good. 15.
15 just hits.
Oh my god, I really thought that wasn't going to hit. It did hit.
It really hit.
That was it. We've got a whole folio stage going on here today.
Okay. So I can roll a 10 on one of them.
Okay, great.
17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. You can see as the black tendrils ripple and snake down as fast as vipers, they start to creep up towards the tentacle that is already wrapped around Tony. And you can see some of these toothy spines that protrude from this tentacle start shifting and twitching as it tries to cling onto you. It looks very rough.
I'm gonna hit with my spiritual. I'm gonna
Give me an
try and
attack
like
roll.
slice that tentacle.
Give me an attack roll.
Go ahead.
Go on, Kale. Level your head.
Cleric. Okay. Whoa! 2 19s.
19
So
plus
26.
26 unequivocally hits. Roll me damage.
What the fuck?
Come on, you.
7 points of damage.
Tony. Finish it off for me.
You got the first one. Okay. So, oh my god. Okay, so she's gonna obviously do the inflict wounds thing, and then I just want the spiritual weapon to like the boomerang just to like slice right through its tentacle, and then come back round and then just slice through its whole body.
Fucking incredible. You see this crescent moon start to glow and shimmer, and as it moves so quickly that there is a faint silvery trail behind it. It comes forwards and just sinks through this first blackening tentacle, this half cottage cheese, now half brownish flesh inside from the necroses. It slices straight through and it just slumps to the ground. You fling the crescent moon backwards and it slices through this eye stalk tentacle that's just slops, and it rears up and just
Sorry.
and just starts sinking down into the filth. And I think that is the perfect time to end this episode. You can tidy yourselves up next time. Fantastic work, guys. Thank you very much to Willows for some beautiful spell casting once again. Thank you, Siggy, for being my red button pusher. I love it when I get to surprise my players. Well done to Cricket for some great sneak attack damage. And well done to Kendall for the very first finish it off. Fantastic work, guys. As per usual, thank you so much to you at home for watching. Join us again next time, where the players keep trying to, I don't know, solve crimes, survive. There you go.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
But for now, adventurers, keep on keeping on. Peace and love. Good night.
Bye-bye.